unfortunately, to lose my legs and lose everything else, but something will come out of it. I just know it.
Maria Palen from California is battling paralysis, but isn't 100% sure why.
Back in 2018 is when the inflammation started, but I kind of just brushed it off because I just thought it was the whole diet that was causing all of this inflammation. So I started going to the gym and eating healthier, and I started feeling a lot better, and the inflammation went away. I just felt more alive and more energetic, and the inflammation got worse and the pain got worse. I kept pushing it to the back of my head because I was like, oh, it's just my body.
Doctors tested to determine the problem.
And I went with the most pain I've ever been. I think I even cried in her room. So she ended up testing everything, and Lyme disease actually came back negative, but a co-infection of Lyme, which is called Babesia, came up positive in that test. So Babesia is a parasite in your bloodstream. So this parasite is a stubborn parasite. We can start treating it.
Even as treatment started, doctors were conflicted on what was wrong.
So the thing with Western medicine, Lyme disease doesn't go recognized because the standard tests are not sensitive enough to detect the infection early or at its chronic stages. But when it comes to functional doctors, however, they tend to look beyond the standard testing and they want to get to the source of the issue.
Over time, her symptoms worsened.
I was bedridden in March for 3 weeks. And at this point, Lyme still hadn't been detected. I was at my worst. I had a 2-hour window of being able to function as a normal person. And I stopped going to the gym at this point just because I physically couldn't get my body to move. My tailbone started hurting so bad. The pain just kept getting worse. I tried to urinate and nothing came out. It's almost like my body lost connection to my urethra. So I was like, okay, I need to go to the ER because my bladder is so full right now. They sent me home with a catheter.
Maria hit a tipping point on a trip back to the ER.
They put me on heavy pain medications because of the tailbone. And right as the medication kicked in, I was able to finally sit up. And right as I sat up, my left hip started going numb. And then it traveled all the way down my leg. And then my right hip started going numb. And then it traveled all the way down my right leg. They immediately took me to do a spinal tap. And they still, to this day, 4 months later, they don't know what bacteria attacked my spinal cord, and they don't want to accept the fact that I have Lyme disease.
Her condition has left her partially paralyzed from the belly button down.
Everything is different from putting pants on. Putting pants on is the hardest thing to do while sitting down. I struggle with it is the shower because there's a threshold to get into the walk-in shower. Everything is exhausting. Getting into the vehicle is exhausting. Getting into bed. Going to the restroom takes 30 minutes just to go number one. Brushing my teeth, I have to because I can't reach the sink very well, so I have to lean over. Can't really reach the stove. Boiling a pot of water, I can't see over that pot of water. I don't know what's going on over there.
She regularly sees a Lyme specialist.
And he has me on 10 different things to try and fight off Lyme. And he says that within those things, it's helping with nerve repair. And he is very confident that I will get back to my old self and that we can remove Lyme completely out of my system.
Maria's entire world has changed overnight.
People don't realize how lucky they are. Well, because just movement in general, one of the most profound things that I've learned through this journey is the privilege of movement. Everyday tasks have changed completely because I used to be the person that woke up at 4 a.m., went straight to the gym. After work, I would sometimes throw in a run. I was an active person. So now I'm the complete opposite for now. But now I kind of just sleep in until whenever, oh man, old Maria, she would have beat herself up over missing a gym session.
She's now on disability and stays with her boyfriend.
Yeah, I lost my apartment. Yes, I lost my job. Yes, I lost my legs. It may seem like this is the saddest story. Like, you lost basically everything. The things that you love to do, you can't do anymore. And it can easily send a person into like a deep depression. But for me, I've never felt a sense of like calmness. I just feel so calm right now. I think because I know this is temporary, and I think because I know that something good has to come out of this.
She hopes sharing her story will inspire but also warn others that this could happen.
I think in the beginning I was embarrassed, like, oh, this, like, I'm supposed to be looked at as this athlete that can lift weights, can go running, like, is in the best shape of her life. Like, that was my identity. It was almost like I was having an identity crisis. Like, I didn't know like who I was anymore. I don't know what made me change my mind. Like, maybe I can help someone if I share my story. Maybe you can reach someone who's struggling. And maybe after this, I will get involved with the spinal cord injury community, and maybe I can help them somehow. I haven't figured out what my purpose is, but I know that something good is gonna come out of this, and I just have to be patient, and I just have to take it day by day and celebrate the small wins.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.